there are no silos in Atlanta, so everybody works together. Everybody knows what the goal is.
If you believe in something that you can do at your shopping center and you have a vision, it's probably the right one.
No one has ever lost that tunnel vision toward that goal.
Fresh Look, at its core, is about being reflective, authentic, and organic to the surrounding community. The three pillars of merchandising, placemaking, and connecting are the science, but it's really our teams in the field that's the art. Their professional expertise and local knowledge drive this effort.
Dunwoody Village is a very unique property. What I mean by that is it may be surrounded by, commercial districts everywhere, but it's kind of in its own little hub, and it's old.
We don't really have another center like this that's nestled into the community and surrounded by neighborhoods.
This shopping center's been here over 40 years now, and it's definitely showing its age. We actually had tenants in the courtyard, but those tenants were not the tenant mix that someone would actually come into the courtyard and stay for a while.
Dunwoody Village was a stable, grocery-anchored shopping center. It wasn't anything super exciting, but it had solid tenants. It just didn't have the wow factor.
At that point, we knew what we needed. We needed restaurants actually in the courtyard.
Definitely the most important relationship in my merchandising efforts for this project was with David Avis.
How you doing? I'm David Avis. I'm the owner of Dash Hospitality Group. We're here in the Village, Dunwoody. 5 years ago, I was standing at the top of the stairs and I was tired of my wife saying, let's go to Roswell, Alpharetta, other cities. And I said, Dunwoody just has no place to hang out. And we looked around and we said, this place has great bones, but no heart. And I said, what can we do to make this the place to be in Dunwoody? So that's where we came up with this idea.
Before Dunwoody became its own city, it wasn't as cohesive. A lot of the shopping centers kind of were doing their own thing, and the city wasn't as connected to the property owners to all work together.
A downtown Dunwoody needed to be, quote, created.
The Dunwoody community has always wanted a downtown, and they were very jealous of other suburban downtowns like Alpharetta and Roswell and Duluth. Kept calling us and saying, why can't we have that? We want that here. And you've got this big courtyard, and this would be perfect.
We knew to bring restaurants in, there would have to be a lot of logistics and a lot of pre-planning to figure out exactly how are we going to pull this off.
So trying to get people to believe in what it could be was definitely one of the hardest parts.
We've talked over the years on different concepts and all this, and I just said, hey, I want to meet with you and Andre and present this to you. So I did a whole business plan with a lookbook and all that, and and literally they said, wow.
And if you can get that, then you've kind of hit a home run.
Creating a sense of place is what ends up defining its identity to the surrounding community. We may have a vision in mind, but it doesn't become real until it's validated by the people who visit, shop, and how they use that space.
Community, this is what it's all about. It's all about Dunwoody.
He believed in what could be accomplished here with activating the courtyard with 2 or 3 restaurants, and he also understood, like we did, how much the community wanted this.
But it's just been amazing to see everybody just can't wait for the next one and the next one. So that's what it's all about.
I think Dunwoody Village is a great example of what Regency is hoping that we will all focus on trying to accomplish, and looking at the center and seeing how could it be better.
Everybody comes and hangs out, familiar faces. I grew up in Dunwoody, and it's amazing.
Having the right team in place, bringing everybody together for meetings. We had a lot of FaceTime where we were meeting with the city, the architects, property management, leasing, operations, so that everybody was working on it together, I think is a big part of a successful recipe for this kind of project.
It's not something you do at one time and people continue to come. Not going to happen that way. They'll always go to the next great thing. You have to keep this the next great thing.